company is Black Series Edition LLC. First things first, thank you for the patience. I appreciate that. Sometimes in business you have hiccups and things that may pop up, and sometimes it may make it difficult for you to process and get the job done, but we get it done every time. We always are blessed to get it done. Whether we got orders coming in, not orders, but I want to come in, but supplies and stuff coming in on delays and stuff like that. God always blesses us to get where we need to get done, get our customers taken care of. So everybody's getting tracking numbers today. I'm actually getting the printer loaded up right now to get all the tracking numbers out for everybody. And I'll be going to the post office all this week to get everybody taken care of. And again, thank you for your patience. Really, really appreciate it. Basically being patient with us. All right. So right now, as I'm waiting for the printer to get ready for us to start printing out our labels, I gotta go pick up tape too, because I'm literally out of freaking packing tape. I gotta go to the post office, grab supplies. I gotta get some clean clothes. I haven't been out of the house in a while. So gotta get all that done, get all that taken care of, so that way we can get everybody taken care of, get everybody done up before Friday, everybody up tracking numbers, and then we activate it. All right, so also too, I wanted to add real quick, the gunmetal technology we're working on, like I said, we're probably gonna get that done a little sooner, so that way we can get the rest of the paperwork done on that and get that out before a month. It's not coming out anytime soon. Keep in mind, we still have the 2 months. Oh, actually now, after tomorrow, it'll be 1 month left that we'll have those items available on the website. And then after that, we'll have that 1 month for testing and with the contracts. And then after that, we'll be getting ready to launch the new gunmetal. All right, so if you're wondering what we're doing right here, we're doing a demonstration for the next video. We're doing gray wall versus our complete cinema technology that's sprayed on this huge sheet of a spandex material. And I had this discussion where we're talking about a gray surface, As I said before, as we saw in that person's customer's demonstration, pretty much a gray wall, majority of most screen paints, I hate to say this, but if they haven't done that gray versus gray test, we do black versus black test to show we just print our products in black paint. But if they haven't done this test, you really don't know what you're getting in at the end of the day. You don't know whether you're getting a screen paint or just basic gray paint. So the walls we have in here in the apartment are basically a perfect tone of gray. I mean, absolutely perfect tone of gray. And this perfect tone of gray, pretty much, as I told you before, will match about just about any gray screen paint we throw against this wall. Not a problem. So when you see us doing demonstrations on this wall, this may represent your paint. Now, I know Network Gray 773 matches a fellow's paint perfectly. So we're going to get Network Gray 773, put it against this wall, see how close it matches. If it matches that close, guess what? We have that paint on the wall. So again, if you have a gray wall, keep in mind that if you paint this gray wall, are you really going to see much of a change between that and the screen paint you're purchasing? Now, for those going to say, what about you and black paint? Where do you want to start? We got so many tests on black paint, it's not even funny. We literally had demonstrations where we actually painted the paint into the screen as the projector was on. We'll be loading all those demonstrations up shortly. All right, so as you can see here, if you decide to use your gray wall, and most people do, what are the vantage points of our technology over a gray wall? Well, number one, we can peel 100% contrast up, where the gray wall can't see it. Also, a gray wall does not have what you call ambient light projection technology, so you will not be able to pick up in a fully lit environment. Your screen would automatically wash out with no problem whatsoever. And as you can see in all this light, the gray screen is having a very difficult time picking up. Let's go with, and like I said, before we get people that are going to say, well, you know, my screen paint doesn't react that way. Well, I guarantee if I buy your screen paint and I put it against this wall, remember, I've been making screen paint for a very long time. I can look at something and tell, I guarantee you a match. All right. So let's go with 8K Desired Nature. 8K Desired Nature. These walls are perfectly flat in here. Like, that projector sitting there perfectly flat against the wall with no problem. Now you see the difference? People think, again, biggest lie people tell themselves when they buy a projector, that's 3,600 lumens, that's 6,000 lumens higher than the P2. On most projectors that carry a contrast level of 3000 to 1, that's 4000 to 1, and still, problem pick it up. That menu, how ashy the menu looks, it's not supposed to look that way. Let's go over and let's grab this demonstration right here. Okay, we'll grab this right here. There we go. So as you can see, a gray surface, gray wall, gray paint can pick up jack. That means that projector sitting over there is designed to be a set-top box for a TV to replace a projector. Sorry, a projector designed to replace a TV. It's not going to work. You have to have true 100% black technology or that incredible gunmetal technology we're going to be engineering. Now again, like I said, that's a $60 projector, but that projector has 3,600 lumens attached to it. It's 6,000 lumens higher than a P2, and it can't see it. It can't see the black levels. Our projector behind us is a Chrissy that sits back 21 feet from the screen. Doesn't make a difference if you're sitting on top of the screen, you still can't see it. I do these demonstrations, people, to show you that when you watch all those demonstrations on ultra short throws, and all those people are sitting in those dark environments trying to show you a somewhat decent picture, when you put it in a real environment, a real ambient light rich environment that doesn't change because the cameras are on, that projector can't pick up. Same reaction we're going to get when we hook up the P2. Same reaction. We put the P2 on a gray screen, turn on that 2 million to 1, and we take that projector right there and put it on a black screen. Guess it's going to pull higher contrast level. Now, if you notice here and here, let's come out of this right here. The one thing they want you to focus on when you're watching this, they want you to focus on this. They don't want you to focus on the outside. The outside tells the whole story. That is supposed to be solid black. This is being displayed for an OLED TV. That's never supposed to come up gray. Look at the skin tone there. Now, this would improve if you turn the lights out. That's why a lot of demonstrations you will see of them ever displaying a black screen paint, sorry, not black screen paint, a gray screen paint, where black levels will always be displayed in a dark environment, because this would have a better chance of pulling up. But as we've seen when we go to the dark room in the back, if I take the same setup, put it back there, take out all the lights, still the gray screen can't see over the black screen. So which one's going to react more like a TV? That's why I sit there and say in my comments, and I always back up what I say, my long throw setup looks more like a TV than an ultra short throw setup, which is designed to look like a TV. Now keep in mind the projector we have here has a 4,000 to 1 contrast. The projector behind me only has 2. This is sitting right up on top of the screen. This is 21 feet back. Now the trick that they do to fool you is to take a projector high-end 4K and they'll stick it in a dark environment, sprinkle a little bit of lights in the environment, and go look at the image you're getting. Nobody in their right mind is living in the living room that dark. Those demonstrations we see on all those knockoff projectors, who's really living in the living room that dark? You really think someone's sitting in there in the living room that dark and trying to read a paper? No, that's all set up for the demonstration. That's why we call them fake ambient light environments. Now, Jamie can get a little upset about this, but you basically have abused the right to own a P2. You have. You should not own that projector. You have lied to people and told them that that product makes they can use that projector in a fully lit environment. Opening up a door a bookcase with a little bit of light pushing through it, that's not a demonstration. I guarantee your apartment is not that dark. Your apartment doesn't look like that. It looks like that for the camera. Off, when the camera's off, I promise that place is nice and bright. You probably got a TV. I would be surprised if you got a TV in there. There's no way in the way you're operating that projector. There's no way in the world. So I know that. I've seen the blueprints on those apartments when they look like when people move into them. They are bright. They have a lot of light pushing through them. Hey, it's California. Of course, it's going to have tons of lights. Apartments are always bright down there. So how in the world that apartment is dark like that 24/7? Every time it turns on, that you can and tap on top of that, the apartment literally is so dark you can see the light pushing through the keyhole, pushing around the windows. That tells you how much light's pushing outside. And then there it looks like a cave. So you lied on the P2 so much you abused that projector. But we're going to do that projector some justice. We're going to show you what it's designed to do and why a gray screen and a white screen is an absolute fail on that piece of beautiful technology. Now, the reason why I mention you, because when I look at demonstrations, you literally have the most demonstrations on that projector. All of them are lies. 2 million to 1, that kind of power in the day, I should be able to use that projector in a fully lit environment just like this. If you notice, we don't have any dark corners. There's no dark corners in here. The camera, there we go. See, no dark corners, no shadows, no special lights behind the back of the screen. Give off the environment like it's well lit. None of that nonsense. Now, not only does he lie, but people have those knockoff, or some people have those other projectors, they lie too. They're always claiming fully lit environment. Look how much light we got shooting through the window. Look how much. No, you don't have any light shooting through the window. What are you talking about? There's nothing coming through the window. Nothing. Nothing. Now, real quick, if you haven't caught the first beginning, yes, we're shipping out today. Do apologize for the delay. We're printing out tracking numbers today. Everybody, we're taking care of you, all good to go. And then you can use your technology in a fully lit environment instead of being in the dark trying to GPS where your coffee table may be at. Now I'm going to be adding more light to my environment. I just put in the order for some really clear curtains. The blinds are driving me nuts. Even if I open them up all the way, they're still driving me nuts. There's not enough light pushing in. I'm used to having much more light than this. Let's go with LG Beta Fish. LG Beta Fish. Let's see on this one right here. We'll get these remote controls mixed up. And we're on this one over here. So waiting for that one to kick in. Now, the background for the LG Beta Fish is supposed to be 100% black. Let's get the one back here. It's ready to skip. Let's bring it back. Let me know when you buy an OLED TV, you turn it on and it's gray. I mean, you're definitely going back to the store. I would think so. So there we go. You know why it's got that glare that you can barely see? Because that's 3,600 lumens bouncing off a gray surface. That's why. It's not designed to absorb. It's reflecting light all over the place. So it's washing the screen out even faster. That's why I tell people, go out and you buy projectors with a higher lumen count. Guess what? You're washing your screen out even faster. Oh, by the way, that gray screen can't see color. Now, for those who sitting there saying, well, it's a wall. It's not. It's a gray screen. Do you understand? White screens, we get in these conversations all the time. But it's a 2.0, it's a 1.0. No, it's all white screen. They all match. White walls, white sheets, white paper, t-shirts, whatever. We've done the test, it all matches. Gray screens, I guarantee you, if I buy gray screens right now and I stick it up against here, gray screen paint, I bet you it matches. That's like if somebody came in and said, hey, look, there's no way in the world Network Grade 773 will ever match my product. Well, we proved that one wrong, didn't we? All right, then. And guess what? When I sat there and popped that top and I said, it's not going to go well, what happened? It didn't go well, did it? And from the experience I have in gray screen paint products, you see the color of these walls? They're a very interesting color. It's not like, usually you say a little darkness, but it's a perfect tone. It's literally a perfect tone of gray, which means it will match a lot of great paints out there. So we say we jump on, well, I got to make some phone calls to do that one because we got our orders get canceled. That's why they're afraid to ship out. So we have to get somebody to order that they won't know that we're ordering, so that way they don't get scared. It's kind of messed up. I got to say it that way, but it's true. We're going to get a couple of them gray paints down here, and we're going to put them against the gray wall. And I guarantee you they match. Now, network gray matches. We know what matches after that. Network gray will match about, I'm definitely saying we go with the hybrid mix. Definitely would match that. It matched the Cinemax. It's definitely going to match the personal mix. We did have the personal mix. We had the Cinemax. We had the Metallica mix. All of those matched. Metallica mix you can make yourself. It literally has an ingredient. You can literally just make it yourself. So I don't know why you even bother there. So yeah, that's most of the paints right there. It matches right there. So if I get network gray and I throw it on the wall and it matches, well, you know what's coming next. Now, all the descriptions that I look at in screen paint products, no one has more fake demonstrations than these other two individuals. Whew. Read through their stuff and read through other people's stuff, and you'll see the difference. The stuff they got in there just doesn't make any sense. Claiming that the Cinemax screen paint pulls a contrast level the same as a black screen. Oh, my goodness, that's a lie. Oh, we're definitely going to test that theory out. If we can get a hold of Partey's, I can't call him Partey, I keep forgetting it's not his name, he stole the name. If we can get a hold of Danny's, for those of you who don't know that, well, I keep going back and calling him Danny, because literally he stole the name to Partey. It's not his. It literally belongs to somebody else. Go to copyrightrecords.gov and you will see that clearly it's somebody else's name. He doesn't own the rights to that. He should be calling himself that name anyway. But anyway, Danny, his products, we can get him over here. If we can get him over here, it would be interesting because there's some things I want to check out about that product. One of the things I want to drain all the water out of it, let it set for a day, and see if it turns into powder, because he claims the water has to be in there to be used as some kind of delivery system to keep to keep it from evaporating, which is bullcrap. He just puts the water in there to give it a more of a thinner texture to kind of make it claim that it's not a paint at the end of the day when it actually is a paint, just has a lot of water in it, that's all. So that's why we need to get it down here for some testing. Let's go with, let me see. Let's go with Sony 4K demonstrations. Sony 4K demonstrations. I'm going to do the pinball. Do the pinball. Then I'm going to do the horse. So run on this one here. All right, commercial on this side. Keep on this side. Yeah, from the demonstrations I've seen on these, we call the knockoff kings. These dirty projectors called the knockoff kings. These are very expensive machines, and their specifications are crap. I don't see how in the world, with a projector that much money, that you're getting 3,000 to 1 contrast. You do know that screen can only be produced on a white and gray screen, so you're going to need a really high contrast level to bring up a much darker shade of gray. And this is why Google says that darker screens are much more superior technology. Try some sound in there. See, these are demonstrations they don't show you. You notice that, right? They never show you these out-of-the-box demonstrations because, again, they got to cut corners. This would hurt them in a demonstration. This is why you never see this. We can come out here and do this easily. Oh, by the way, walls in here are perfectly flat. What the freak? Seriously. Like, okay, you got to understand. If this was like, I don't know, if this was a newer establishment, of course the walls would be flat. This building was built in the 1920s. All right, so that tells you right there. 1920s is when the building was constructed, right? These walls are perfectly flat. Usually when I come into buildings that are much older buildings, I have a really hard time with the buildings being actually flat. Oh, by the way, remember I told you they never show the logos? This is why I don't show the logos. Because again, gray screen can't see it. This whole entire place is covered in gray. It's unbelievable. It's, for all the places to move into, it's actually moved into an apartment with literally gray walls that are the same color as the screen paints that we see online every day. Is that cool or what? So I really don't have to buy your product and go, here you go, we'll match your wall. That's basically about it. So you see the difference here? Look at that. Which one looks more like an OLED TV? Interesting. Let's go with, let's see. Red screen. Red screen. Now, keep in mind, this is why you have to calibrate. There you go. That's why you have to calibrate. You see all that light splashing all over the ceiling right there, shooting across there? That's coming from that. You see here where it's dark here? You don't see any light pushing off? Right in here? That light's coming from here. That's how much light you're reflecting onto your ceiling. Compared over here, we have very little light. And the color on here, gone. Doesn't even exist. Blue screen. Blue screen. This is why I heard, now I'm gonna put you out there, Jamie. I gotta mention your name in this because you do this stuff. You're a big problem to the projector industry. You are. When you got done your demonstration, what did you say? The picture quality will get better for the customer once he calibrates. Why does he have to calibrate? That means it'll get better once you calibrate, which means you force people to do, they have to calibrate because the screen won't pull. We don't calibrate ever. Not ever. If I'm doing a setup today, I go to eBay, I buy myself a projector. My price range is under $500. $500 if I want a big boy, $500 and down. That's my budget right there. I can go anywhere from $200, $60, whatever for a projector. I don't have to calibrate jack. When I moved into this place, you know what I did? I didn't touch that projector setting. I set up on top of the stand, turned it on, put my screen in, done. That's it. Didn't even change the environment. No twinkling with the curtains and all that nonsense. Green screen. Green screen. Now, the reason why we mention him, because he does a lot of cheating in his demonstrations, a lot of cheating. More than I've seen with most. Washed out again. Can't see the green. Isn't that interesting? All this light, and our screen does not require any form of calibrating, and my screen's bigger. It's pulling in 10 times more light because it's a much bigger screen. Isn't that interesting? Whew. Let's go pick up, let's see what they got on here for colors too on top of that while we're in here. We got any purple going on in this bad boy? Oh, I want that fire display. You got that fire display in here? We get the fire display in here? Oh, we do got the fire display here. Okay. All right, that'll work. I'm gonna take both of these. I'm gonna do that fire display. Oh, I got the other one. I'm gonna do that too.
The grocery store and cooking a Hello Fresh dinner, you'll reduce your food waste by up to 38%.
Look at this. It's good to be moving on. I'm so grateful that I found relief.
Now, in this demonstration, again, background must remain black at all times. See how our colors pop higher here on the flames, and here they're washed out. There's no distance throw. There's 3,600 lumens on that projector with 21 feedback on the other one. Well, let's grab something here. Let's grab, let me see. So let's get something here. Can we get that one? I just saw that one a few minutes ago. I don't think they got it in here. Can we get that? Both sides. Ooh, got this right here. Let me play this for a little bit. Let's see. White Windows Snow Screensaver. Now let's see if we can get this image to match like Mr. Matthews' review, where our product was so dark you can't see it at all, period. Let's see. No, we don't have that issue. And if you notice, we can get the detail in the background. We can see the house, the log cabin, the fence and all that. And this is completely washed out. Interesting. Samsung classic cars. Samsung classic cars. Oh, wait, we're gonna get that one first, but hold on, we gotta do something. We're gonna need that OLED horse. We definitely gotta do that. Definitely gotta do that. Let's see which one pulls the better horse. That would be us. We can see 100% contrast, that's why. So when you watch demonstrations, and you see demonstrations with contrast levels in these dark environments all the time, no. You're not supposed to be seeing contrast levels in the dark because contrast levels fade even faster with the lights on, and that's where you need to see it the most, in a fully lit environment. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get home, you're going to turn your lights on, and your screen's going to wash it on you. And they're going to tell you have to be in an ambient light controlled environment, aka you're going to be stuck in the dark. That's what's going to happen. And if your colors are really bad, then you're going to have to calibrate. And the screen can't see color. And you spent all that money for that projector for what? So curious, how does someone who owns a $3,300 projector sits in the dark all day with Christmas tree lights behind the back of his screen, and we can be here displaying at 21 feet back at $500 at 150 inches with no problem? Because it's the paint that has the problem, not the projector. I thought this would be a nice demonstration. We got shipping updates in there, but I'm also going to add this in with it. It was only supposed to be a little bit of this and then next for the video, but I kind of got carried away with it because, you know, I like what I do. Now, if he's still here, we'll have our P2 and we'll get this paint at the same time. I'm not going to bother placing the order. It's no point. It's a waste of time. I'm going to have somebody else get it for me. It'll waste my time to do it. Or have to buy paint, get it canceled, get some kind of lame excuse why you can't ship it out. I ain't got time for that. It's just too much of a headache. Just call one of my friends, put the order through, and that should be done. Just don't tell them when, because we don't want them hunting down orders trying to figure out who's who to cancel orders out. We don't need that. We got to figure out how to do this without him finding out, because again, he's going to be on watch, which is kind of jacked up because that clearly shows somebody who has no confidence in their product. Well, that's nice. Isn't that page high? What do we got? We doing this one? Let's do this one over here.
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember us.
Commercials. Okay, this one should be ready. That's good to go. All right, so let's get this one. There we go. Both of them. Let's fire them up. Now, the only people that can be bothered by when we mention this guy's name is, well, wouldn't be customers, because customers got robbed. Clearly, they got robbed. They're not backing this guy up. It would have to be maybe close friends that support his nonsense, that know he scams people, or it would just be him, period. We're going to start calling you guys the projector scam community, because your demonstrations are the worst things I've ever seen, and your products clearly don't work at all. I mean, if I really wanted to embarrass your products, I would place orders for your products right now. Watch you cancel out on my gray wall, because I guarantee you match it. Look at that. Where's the black background at? Where's the contrast? This is going to be even worse when we get the P2 over here. It's not going to go well for it. It's a shame. I'm going to show you how people dumbed down that beautiful piece of equipment. Dumbed it down. Now, if I take that same projector and I slide it over here, I automatically got contrast and color. That fast, that quick. I got ambient light rejection technology that quick. I can upgrade that projector just by swinging it over there. let's go back. Which one we got here? Okay, this one? That's what we're playing, right? Okay. Let's do Starfield Screensaver. Let's show you how to upgrade your projector's contrast level in a minute. Very simple. See that? No Starfield, right? Okay. Starfield Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, as you can see black here, 100% Starfield, no Starfield on the gray wall. All right? Let's cover this up. Cover up that one. All right, let me show you how we upgrade it for you. Real quick, real fast. Okay. Two sets of stars firing off at the same time. Take this cable over here. There we go. That's better. Now that'll stay. No problem. Now, let's go over here. Get our projector back in place before our little thing goes off. There we go. Now, that's how you fix your contrast level. Now, you can see a Starfield demonstration. It's not your projector, this is a knockoff, it's your screen. We take that same projector and we stick it on the gray wall, guess what? No more stars, no contrast, not even there. That's all it takes, that's it. It comes down to the screen. You can get the most advanced projector in the world. If you don't have a proper screen, you can't show what the projector is trying to show you. It's trying to tell you something, you're just not listening because your screen is failing the projector. The P2 has insane, amazing, outstanding capabilities, but you cannot see this because the screens you're displaying it on is dumbing the machine down. All right, let's take this and let's put this back over here. Go. The biggest lie people tell themselves at the end of the day is when they buy a projector, they really believe that all the bells and whistles that a projector possesses, they're going to see it on the screen. And that's why they don't even bother getting a good screen. They get a white screen because they figure, oh, projector's got millions of colors or billions of colors, and it's got this 12-bit wheel and all this stuff, and I'm going to get all that, and they're not going to get any of that at all, period. It comes down to your screen. You don't have a proper screen, you can't see proper colors, you can't see contrast, you can't see any of that. So, if we could take a projector like the Christie LW505 in its heyday, which was displayed on a white screen, that projector was completely dumbed down. They had no idea what that machine was capable of doing. Now today we can show you what it can do. 2000:1 contrast on a gray screen would have came up looking like that. 2000:1 contrast on our technology comes out looking like that. Produces better color, contrast, and amazing white levels. Where on the gray screen, that projector has been dumbed down. Can't see contrast, can't see color, and if you stick it in the dark, it's still a fail. So if you have a white screen out there, or gray screen, or even gunmetal, because this technology can take out gunmetal technology, you have an outdated product. You know what's going to be interesting? When we engineer our gunmetal literally is going to be designed to take out gunmetal. So if this technology can take out that technology, imagine how powerful this one is. That means even our own gunmetal technology is more advanced than the gunmetal in the market. And this technology will be able to overpower that gunmetal. So this is how you get an over 5,000:1 contrast without calibrating. Without calibrating colors, what true ambient light rejection should look like. All right, well, we're going to cut it here because we got to come back in and finish some more demonstrations on this. I got to go print out a bunch of tracking numbers for my customers. If you're interested in getting the screen paint, we're shipping out in the next 2 days. We're getting everybody together and we're getting them out the door. So now it's a good time to place an order. Got to go. Thank you all and God bless. And if you're overseas, shipping is free. Got to go.